Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of GGS2 Case 3. We have, well, Enoch Jebber on our screen right now, who kind of just rolled himself out of a safe in the last video. So yes, we can now talk to this man, this very interesting man with a very interesting theme song. You tricked Dr. Dorpor with that device, didn't you?
You're going to explain why you took Madame Rousseau's wax figure as well.
I would love to sit down and have a leisurely conversation with all of you, but... personally, I'd recommend disarming that first.
That? Disarm?
Naturally, I'm referring to... the time bomb. You just left it over there.
Oh.
Huh?
Hahaha, very well. In that case, everyone. Would you care to die with me?
What? Eh? Honestly, Holmes-sama, we were down to our last 7 seconds.
Thanks to that, we're all half dead from terror.
I never know whether to consider you an enemy or an ally.
Holmes-sama's deductions can be a life-endangering yet powerful substance. Wow, that was a close one, folks. I mean, this thing looks just like an anti-gravity device. What anti-gravity device have you seen?
There's no such thing.
Well, that was almost terrible. That's Holmes-san for you. Okay, let's talk business now. Jesus Christ, what happened? This room is in quite a state. What in the world happened here?
You managed to find me. Surely you don't need to ask that, right? I'll just say it happened all as you surmised.
We'll be conducting a full-scale investigation on this place later, Mr. Engineer.
Regardless, I never imagined that someone might actually find me here. As soon as I heard the whistling from inside the factory, I realized that I'd better make a run for it.
Whistling?
Oh, that was me!
Huh?
I'm in an unusually good mood today. Strangling his fish and chips like he'd strangled Holmes-san. Oh my god.
But, like a fool, I couldn't remember the combination to the safe. And, even more foolish, I forgot which bit of furniture I'd written it on.
Come to think of it, we found a piece of rope in this room.
I tried to escape through the skylight, but the rope was too short. So, I had no choice but to try my hardest to find the combination to the safe.
You must have tried to burn and dispose of those incriminating blueprints before that. Only the head and the hot air balloon that you couldn't recover in time. And then you went and hid in the safe after setting this thing.
Well, personally, I would have preferred not to be caught.
He was hiding in the safe, so when the bomb exploded, he would have been fine. The time bomb.
But honestly, a time bomb? Were you trying to get yourself killed?
Why do you think I chose the safe as my hiding place? This is a custom-made safe that can withstand a dynamite blast without so much as flinching.
In other words, it was the only safe place in this room to weather the blast.
That's right.
But how were you planning to get out after shutting yourself in that safe?
Try looking a bit closer. There's a handle on the inside that allows the safe to be opened from the inside.
You're right.
I was planning to dispose of this room at some point anyway. But to think you lot would come barging in before I even managed to do that.
Damn you. You were trying to blow us away with that bomb, didn't you?
No, to be honest, that was unexpected.
Unexpected?
Most people would run if they saw a time bomb lying on the floor in front of them. I'd programmed it to give you enough time to get away. I never imagined that you might just putter around the room and not go anywhere.
Gregson's face! He's just like... I love that face. Something I can help you with, Junior Detective. Is there something on my face besides my eyes, nose, and mouth? I think we basically understand what went on here. So, would you mind telling us about the incident? About the device you built for Dr. Dirtpour and the wax figurehead here. What's this thing even doing here?
It's just a plain old head. The head of the professor. The serial killer's true identity is protected by a lock so strong that even I can't open it. I figured I might as well hold on to it for good luck. After all...
That's enough! Whoa, hi, Sith! Detective Gregson, what's the meaning of this? I believe you're aware the only ones with the right to investigate this place are us.
Yes, ma'am.
Dr. Sith. She must be in the Scientific Investigation Unit, huh? I believe you're also aware that this engineer is a vital witness, passing unnecessary information to a defense attorney like this. If Lord Vortex found out, you'd be done for. Don't cut his salary or fire him. In any case, I order you to get out of here at once. Now, folks! Surely there's no reason to be at each other's throats like this. Long time no see, Dr. Sith. Hello, Sherlock Holmes. Holmes-san and Dr. Sith know each other? There's no need to protect that device so fiercely. After all, it's literally empty inside. Get out. Alright, we're going. Strict as ever, I see. Mr. Naruhodō. Yes. It seems that we need to call it a day on our enjoyable investigation. But, Holmes-san. Come now, let's leave this place in their capable hands. Go, get out, all of you, this instant. You're not needed here either, Detective Gregson. Poor Gregson.
Understood. But allow me to say just one thing. If this defense attorney and the others weren't here, never would have found this factory, and even if we had, it would have been reduced to rubble by now. They're the ones who disarmed this time bomb. Wow!
Detective Gregson.
What are you laughing at, Enoch Drebber?
Ah, pardon me. I suppose you're correct. You did indeed disarm that time bomb. But just that one.
Just?
What do you mean? That time bomb.
Hehehehe.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, the other one is probably back at the World's Fair, isn't it? Yep. Destroying all evidence. Oh my god, those poor cops. Yo, you need to run, yo. Well, they don't live. It was an hour later that we found out about that incident. The huge explosion on the special stage at the World's Fair exhibition grounds caused by that time bomb blew away the secrets of Dr. Dirtpour's device permanently. Oh my god. This is getting worse and worse for the events. To be continued, we are definitely continuing because oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, it's October 24th, 9:11 a.m. Old Bailey's Defendants Lobby.
Good morning, Mr. Naruhodō.
I'll do my best for you again today, Dr. Dirtpour.
Even someone like me, hopeless as I-
Good morning, folks! Whoa, Holmes is actually here and awake. Holmes-san, you came. Of course I did. A gentleman always comes running to support a friend in his battle. Thank you so much. Well, I'll talk to you afterwards then. Listen, Dr. Dirtpour, just try to relax today, alright? Don't come running up onto the witness stand without being summoned like you did yesterday.
I won't. Of course, I'll-
Not so fast, folks! But what is it, Holmes-san? You're awfully persistent. Never mind that. I think you owe me some serious praise right now. Huh? For what? After all, the Holmes, known all over the world for being a dreamer, managed to wake up early this morning. If that's not a miracle, I don't know what is. Maybe it is, but I don't know what you want me to do about that. Do you have any idea the measures Iris went to wake me? Someone who sleeps like the dead? She yanked off my blankets, shook me, smacked my face, punched me, literally kicked me out of bed, poured boiling hot herb tea on my face, and then apparently I finally woke up. How is your face not burnt? That certainly does seem like a lot of effort. Guess there's nothing Iris-chan can't do.
I really get a sense for her scientific spirit, thinking to use herb tea to carve out new possibilities.
Hey, the one you should be praising isn't Iris, it's me. Pardon me. Detective Gregson. Good morning. Hey, you're looking depressing right off the bat this morning. It can only be because I had to see the face of someone who depresses me. Ouch. Oh dear. Did you hear what he just said about you, Doctor? I don't think he meant Dirtpour. Or Dr. Dirtpour. Anyway, these are the documents I was asked to give you. Documents? Yeah, I asked him yesterday to get you those. I thought you might be needing them. Honestly, I got quite the interrogation from some very powerful people for bringing these documents out. It's the professor's autopsy report. Professor? A serial killer who slayed 5 nobles. 10 years ago, he was found guilty in an unpublicized top-secret trial, and executed at once. This is the record of that. Serial killer's autopsy report. The autopsy report of the crazed serial killer, the Professor, who was executed 10 years ago after being found guilty in an unpublicized trial. Thank you very much, Detective Gregson. You're so reasonable. You have my thanks well, Junior Detective. I just can't win against you, the expert famous detective. Bye, Gregson, and thanks! Anyway, Dr. Dirtpour, everything will be decided today. Please, try to hang in there, Dr. Dirtpour-sama.
Do you think he'll be making an appearance today? Enoch Drebber, I mean.
Yes, he should have been subpoenaed as a witness for the prosecution. I now know what that word sounds like because it's been on the news a lot lately.
I never thought you'd manage to find him in just one day. Thank you so much!
Defendant! Defense! It's almost time for court to convene. Proceed to the courtroom at once. It's time at last for the decisive battle. My heart is beating unusually fast. It's a premonition, unlike any I've ever had before. A premonition that in this trial, I'm going to be facing something huge. I can't let myself get agitated. There's only one thing I should be focused on. The truth, and nothing else. Lots gonna be happening in this case. This is a long case. I think this ladder is also pretty long for the trial, so. Same day, 9:30 a.m., Old Bailey, the Supreme Court. Yes, Mr. Damien is also here today.
Now then, I declare this trial to be in session in the name of Her Majesty the Queen. We shall now reconvene the just trial defendant, Benjamin Dirtpour. The court now asks the prosecution and defense, are you both perfectly prepared to make your cases?
The prosecution is ready. The defense is ready. Me too. Me too. Me too, Naruhodō. An apprentice who's lost both his name and his memories, huh?
A word, if you please, Lord Van Zieks.
Yes, Your Honor.
Who is that standing beside you?
He is my apprentice. This case was anticipated to be a more complicated trial than any I've handled before. I was ordered to allow him to accompany me to ensure that the case proceeds smoothly. Are you sure? Or are you just here to be, or is this just here as your personal bottle opener? Things sure seem to be going smoother with the Lord's chalice, at any rate. That posture. There can be no doubt. He's lost his memories. There's nothing we can do about that right now. I know that, but...
It would appear that the prosecution has fulfilled the court's request admirably, and managed to bring the mechanical engineer who vanished from the scene of the crime on the day of the incident into custody.
With a big thanks to the defense! The prosecution intends to summon him as a witness later.
Very well. Now, in that case, allow me to ask the 6 level-headed jurors selected from the population of the Imperial City this. Are you prepared to perform your role in this trial?
Of course, it's our duty as citizens of the Imperial City.
I can't stand frauds or cheaters.
Using a magic trick to take someone's life. As a magician, I won't stand for it.
Dishonest scientists will face God's wrath.
I will give both sides' cases fair consideration, and then make a decision. Is that right?
Things were better back in my day. They weren't like this.
Now then, Prosecutor Van Zieks, please begin.
First, there's just one thing I'd like to report to the court. Okay. Yesterday, the hyper-electric instant teleportation device, the most important piece of evidence in this case, was bombed by persons unknown.
What? Bombed?
How very dishonest.
I received that information from the yard as well. The device was blasted to bits and the fire from the explosion burned away everything.
There's a photo showing the state of the crime scene. You can see the limited remains that were still left at the crime scene.
This certainly is terrible.
But now the thing is open that's underneath the device. So he blew it up in order to destroy the device, huh?
Enoch Trevor. The court accepts this photo into evidence.
Accident scene photo. A photo of the stage where the device was, which was blown up by a time bomb. The wire mesh on the floor has been blown open. Yes, late yesterday afternoon, the special provision for the protection of science and technology, which had been protecting the device, was lifted. However, before a proper investigation could begin, the evidence was lost forever. That changes the situation completely. Given the circumstances, building a case for the authenticity of the device with evidence has been rendered permanently impossible.
That's an incredibly unfortunate state of affairs.
However, coincidentally, the fact that the victim's death was caused by the defendant is now obvious. For you see, the one who operated the device and caused it to go wild was the defendant himself. The situation has changed completely, just as Prosecutor Van Zieks said. The defendant has admitted his own part in this. He admitted that the one responsible for causing the accident which robbed Mr. Kingsley of his life was him. But the doctor honestly had no idea that the two certain people were taking advantage of him.
Two certain people.
The engineer, Mr. Enoch Trevor, and the victim, Mr. Kingsley. What on earth happened behind the defendant's back? The defense revealed that and proved the defendant's innocence.
The court understands the positions of both the prosecution and defense. Now then, Lord Van Zieks, you may call your first witness.
As you wish. We call mechanical engineer Enoch Trevor to the stand. I guess we're pulling him up now. Your name and occupation, witness.
Enoch Trevor. My occupation is a bit of a mystery right now, even to me.
Look at that black monocle.
For some reason, he seems awfully familiar.
Oh, I was just thinking the same thing.
According to my documents, you are currently under investigation for a different incident. For the kidnapping of a wax figure. I'm not entirely sure what that means, though.
That has nothing to do with this trial. Please don't worry yourselves over it.
It totally has something to do with this trial. You're aware of the public experiment that was performed a few days ago at the London's World Fair, are you not? The hyper-electric instantaneous teleportation performed by the defendant.
Yes, I believe I did hear something about that. Apparently a major accident occurred in the process?
God damn it, Baroque, you're so lazy now. The one who constructed that massive device was you. We're already aware of this. Is that correct? Is that correct?
Yes, though I only built it as specified in the blueprints I was given.
We'd like to hear the witness's opinion regarding the device.
The device was the fruit of the developments of modern science, which made the possibility of teleportation a reality.
What?
What? So then you intend to claim that that device was genuine?
Yes, it was. What a shame that it exploded like that.
But we've already proven that that device had a trick behind it, making it a little more than stage magic. You've proven nothing of the sort. The only thing indicated in yesterday's trial was that it would be possible to reproduce the phenomenon that occurred during that experiment using stage magic. Simply that possibility, and how it could have been done.
But in that case, the court will hear the witness's testimony regarding the device that you claim to have made.
Understood.
I think we only got time to hear his testimony. We're not going to be able to, like, actually cross-examine it, so let's just get through it. About the device.
I met that young doctor a year ago when Mr. Kingsley introduced us. I constructed the device according to the doctor's blueprints. There were no magic tricks involved. If it had been an illusion, it would have required a body double to switch him with. Was the victim perhaps a twin? Everyone saw the cage appear in mid-air and plunge headfirst into the crystal tower. That was an accident. I suppose his theory had just been a little off.
Body double?
I think it goes without saying. To make it appear that he teleported even though he hadn't, that's what an illusion is. And naturally, in order to make that work, he would have needed to be switched with a fake at some point. I believe it was said that you hadn't proven anything of the sort, correct?
Incidentally, we confirmed that Conrad Kingsley did not have a twin brother.
It appears that we now know that this witness does have knowledge of stage magic. But would such a thing even have been possible for this witness? Constructing a device that made use of such advanced scientific technology, I mean.
What do you mean?
Your true identity was revealed during yesterday's trial.
Precisely. You're a swindler who joined forces with a scientist and used your knowledge of stage magic in order to try to cheat the government out of research funding.
I admit that I am knowledgeable about stage magic, but... Additionally, the scientific knowledge of that second-rate researcher can't compare to my own.
Second-rate? Upon investigating the witness's factory, we did find evidence to support that claim. A Royal Science Award, It's an award given to outstanding young scientists.
That's true. He had it displayed in that room of his.
As long as the theory is sound, it's possible for me to give it shape. I'm not above selling my stage magic knowledge to talentless hack scientists who come crying to me, though.
So then, the major explosion of the device.
It was either a careless accident, or perhaps he used his theory to murder the victim.
Now then, defense, your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. And we will do that in the next video, so I will see you guys then.